There is a politics to this whole thing. Only second-term governors are criticizing Tinubu's tax reform bills. Bwala, where did you make that consensus? Where did you go and do that statistics that is only second-term governors that are criticizing Tinubu? Bwala, you. Abeg. The special adviser to President Bola Tinubu on policy communication see his mouth. Daniel Bwala has submitted that ordinarily there should not be any conversation outside the National Assembly at the moment on the tax reform bills submitted by President Bola Tinubu. He noted that only second-term governors are criticizing the bills while the first-term governors are silent. The presidential media aide, however, submitted that the governors should not be making public comments or openly expressing grievances against the bills, but instead make their position known to National Assembly members from their states in both the Senate and House of Representatives. And what makes you think they've not done that? Who would then take up such matters at legislative level? Everything at legislative. He added that it is sad that some governors have chosen to play politics with the bill. Nigerian Punch report that Bwala made the submission during an interview with TVC in which he spoke about the grievances expressed by governors against the tax reform bill. He said President Tinubu has made wide consultations regarding the bills, and this is because Tinubu is a collaborative president. Okay? In his words, under a normal democratic and governance procedure, the president sponsored a bill, an executive bill, and that bill is in the National Assembly. Ordinarily, there shouldn't be any conversations outside of that prism, but to have the deliberation in the National Assembly. Every governor has at least 3 senators and not less than 9 House of Representatives members. Some have 18 and more. What that means is that whatever your concern is, you will speak to the National Assembly representative of your state to take it to the National Assembly in the deliberation. But the president, being a negotiation and collaborative president, decided to stretch it further by ensuring that the tax team engage with all critical stakeholders in Nigeria. This is what ordinarily the National Assembly would do, because when you sponsor a bill and they read the bill in the first reading, they will later commit it to public hearing and they will do all those things that are necessary. But they have not done public hearing for this tax reform bill, Though I think it's a good reform bill, but they should still let us know what is inside. But the president went beyond and ensured there is a robust stakeholders engagement where governors, private sector, students, everybody was involved. And in fact, this tax reform bill is one of those initiatives in this government that has had the widest coverage in terms of consultation. And all the governors have agreed that this bill is very good. It's not all the governors, so some northern governors did not agree. So are you saying all the governors? It's not all of them. Some of the governors are only quarreling on a section in one of the bills. Okay, yes. And I said I know what politics is. Sometimes, like I gave example in another TV station, even if you look at it in America, the Republicans and the Democrats, if you bring bipartisan bill, it passes without problem. If you bring a bill that they feel like Democrats will benefit more than Republicans, then you will see politics in it, because everybody wants concession. Since you need this very urgently, we need this, and if you want us to support this, you also have to concede here. That is what is happening. It's not out of the ordinary. Okay now, politician, you are so good with these policy things. See the way you are analyzing it. Okay now. The policy side of it is the sad part, because if you look at those who are criticizing this bill, tax reform bill, are second-term governors. The first-term governors are not talking. And why is that? Why? Why do you think it's just the second-term governors that are talking and not the first-term governors? Why? In the same area where you think that people are going to cry against the bill, that is how you will know there is a politics to this whole thing. Okay, Bwala, we have heard you. We've heard you. Abubakar Dosima says Bwala should remember the governors are elected, not appointed. Are you sure? Some of them were selected though. Ismail Ahmed says Bwala and his pork barrel policies of tax reform seriously on serious analysis. That analysis that it's the second-term governors that are complaining and not the first-term governors. I don't understand. I don't. Salisu Mohammed says this man is very disappointed person and corrupt. After being Atiku spokesperson, he is now Tinubu's special advisor. Okay, let us see. See this issue of him being a PDP member and now going to APC. I said it before that it's all a game plan. He went there to do a job, and he executed the job perfectly, and that is why he is now the special assistant to Tinubu on policy communication. That one is not. It is PDP that do themselves. PDP, they need to wake up and know what they are doing. There are so many people in their midst that are not even their party members, that are just there to destroy the party. They are from APC. When they finish their tasks that they've been given to come and do in PDP, they'll go back to APC. That's why I see most people defecting. They are defecting. It's not because they are defecting to APC. It's because they are particularly members of APC. That is why they are now defecting after they finish their mission. They are on a mission in PDP. And Bwala is the same thing for him. Abia Bank says, Daniel Bwala, the political vagabond, you must know that we don't have representatives rather than those representing their selfish interests, just as you are. And so, Usman Umar says, Bwala, you are best known for lies telling and deceitful acts. Now, if you can do what you did and came back to APC to collect special assistance to political communication, nobody will believe you. Nsofo Chukwuemeka said, what goes around comes around. This was how Tinubu mobilized against the removal of fuel subsidy in 2012 under GEJ. Let the policies be played maximally. Now. Suleiman Ali says, you have two colors, so keep quiet. Black and harsh colors. People have bad mouth. Bad mouth. The governors you are referring to have made history in the Nigerian politics by raising his voice on handing over the mantle of leadership to the second man during Umaru Musa. Curtis Aibuza says there is ominous in this tax reform bill. For the fact that those clamoring and defending the bill have questionable characters, the bill will worsen the already chaotic situation. The bill will further widen the systemic gap between the poor and the rich. Today's civil servants will be off the scale. This bill is certainly the other side of the coin. Subsidy and tax are 5 and 6. Really, I know that the tax reform bill is not going to probably favor the Northerners very well, because there are some things that they are not agreeing to, and they are not bringing in money into the country. There is nothing that they are producing in the North. They are not generating revenue for the country, so that is why they are against the tax reform bill. But really, they need to do a public hearing of this tax reform bill. They should come and read out everything in the tax reform bill for Nigerians to hear and see. Truly, make it not be like subsidy removal again, and then we will now go back to another square one. I really hope not, because they said the tax reform bill is good, but it's just only one part. That one part, let us hear it. I hope so. But this one's over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.